P. Walsh here, and wanted to talk about something that's really kind of interesting. People get a lot of confusion about, energy. I do this class on energy healing and the chakras and all that, which is like, all that mystical stuff. But I love the fact that everybody talks about energy and energy healing, and it's all energy. And you know what? We don't know what energy is. I really, we're talking out of our backsides. Nobody really knows what energy actually is. We just measure it. In energy, people love to say, well, because of quantum physics says, and therefore, this is true, I can justify my opinion about how the universe works because of what the quantum physicists say. Quantum physics is about the most arcane thing that you could ever possibly begin to even try to penetrate, and it takes years to do it. And they actually get kind of upset when people, claim their views of things as a justification for law of attraction and all that stuff. Energy is a unit of measurement in science. It's kind of like me saying it's all feet and inches. The universe is nothing but pounds, right? What am I? I'm 5'8". It's a unit of measurement. It's trying to describe something that's happened rather than the actual thing itself. The real thing that energy is measuring is this completely imperceptible, indefinable, magic, mysterious substance that makes everything. And it appears at a very fundamental level as energy, right? But energy is like always after the fact. We measure the energy after the thing has already appeared. After all the stuff is manifested, look at the amount of energy that was involved in that. What is it that takes something from pure potential and turns it into something concrete and real? And that's really what it's about. If you're trying to measure, the energy measures what's already happened. How do you measure potential? The possibility of anything, right? You can't measure till it's after it's happened. If you're talking about infinite potential, which means anything can happen, what in the world is it that makes something happen? That first manifestation of which is this motion of whatever that we measure then as energy. So the real important thing is not, it's all energy, therefore I get it, and I can do exercise and I can do all this stuff for adjusting the energy. I do all these exercises to adjust my weight. That's not really what you're doing. I'm not trying to change 170 pounds into 160 pounds if I'm trying to lose weight. I'm not trying to change the weight. I'm trying to make adjustments myself, which will be reflected in a shift that's measurable in terms of the form, in terms of the energy of the thing. So the real question is, what is it that takes this infinite potential and turns it into something that's actually happened? What is it that takes an idea, right? Or even before the idea is formed and ends up making it into something that, does something in my life. Maybe it's write a book or write a piece of music or learn how to do something or figure out, why your child's throwing things. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest, to bring into the manifest world, what is that magic ingredient that takes the potential for anything and makes something happen that you really want to have happen? Because potential is for anything, whether I like it or not. Whether it be everybody in the whole world holding hands and singing Kumbaya and being happy, or we blow each other to smithereens. Both of those are potentials. Both of those could happen. So what is it that makes one thing happen and not another? And the real magic ingredient to this whole thing, the thing that we always miss, is that the magic is you. The thing that takes potential and turns it into the kinetic, the possibility of energy into an actual form, is you. It's your vision, it's your creativity, it's your insights, it's your passion, it's your commitment, it's your engagement, it's you. You're the actual mysterious substance that makes all this happen. You're that mysterious, indefinable, undetectable thing that takes the potential for anything to happen and decides what is going to happen. It's an incredible insight once you get it. Yes, anything can happen. And a lot of stuff has happened. What makes this happen? You do. Through your intention, through your love, through your detachment, through your childlikeness, through your creativity, through your willingness to play, through your willingness to learn, through your willingness to engage, to find a way that's led by a certain part of you that seems to know where it's going, even though it doesn't know where it's going. It seems to be able to be at a crossroads, make a choice to go one direction, even though you don't know where it's headed for. So it's like it knows and doesn't know at the same time. I know it's totally weird, it's totally paradoxical, and it's totally mysterious, but if you think about it, that's what we actually experience, isn't it? I get to some point and go, oh, wow, this is where it was going. But wait a minute, I chose to get here. I mean, it really kind of blows the lid off this idea of what's choice and what isn't choice and free will and decision and destiny and all that. It all just kind of gets jumbled up. But there is a feeling that in the moment I am making a choice. Like something knows where this is going to get to. So the whole point of this is it really isn't about the energy. The energy will show up, right? We have an infinite amount. We have an infinite potential, which means anything can happen. And anything can happen means there's infinite energy available for it to happen. So it's time for you and I to take our part as the creative director of this symphony. Take our part as the one who is actually not begging for something, begging the energy to show up, but assuming the energy is there and telling it what to do by simple clarity, by simply knowing who I am, what I want to see happen as best as I see it in this moment. I take a step, the world will look different. I make slightly different corrections. Right? But it really is a journey. It's a step-by-step process of self-discovery. I'm not actually creating a thing out there. I'm discovering the thing. I'm discovering every phase of the thing. I don't actually expect a tree to appear in my yard, right? I buy the seed, I plant it, I take care of the ground, I pull out the weeds, I water it, and eventually it turns into the sapling, it buds, all the things happen, and the entire process inevitably happens. That tree is inevitable, or the bush, or the tomato plant. They are inevitable. They're actually better because they don't take as long as the tree. They are inevitable as long as I'm nurturing the energy. And the fully in bloom you is also inevitable. The you you've always wanted to be, the wealthy you, the competent you, the secure you, the you that's having great relationships and great sex and a lot of fun and vacations and money and has meaningful stuff to do and really feels good about their life and are making a contribution. That you, the fully in bloom you, is inevitable. And so it is a matter of making these choices one step at a time. I'm choosing this now, I'm choosing this now. Oops, not quite the right choice. Adjust the energy, I'm going this way. Oops. Right? So there's this active, ongoing engagement with infinite potential and infinite energy. So I'd like to throw my 2 cents in that whole debate. No, it's not all energy. It's all you. Potential and energy are your servant. You are that infinite, indescribable, totally spiritual, infinite being that is so infinite you can't even talk about it. That is what you are. And that gives form to everything else. And there is an infinite amount of potential of what that form can be. And there's an infinite amount of energy to make that form happen. All it needs is for you to say, make it so. This is G.P. Welch. Until next time.